Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Borussia M'Gladbach career on FIFA 15. And just like the last episode, we are certainly getting towards the business end of this second season in the Bundesliga. Now, going into our next game against Mainz at home, we did have a bit of a setback as Raphael had picked up an injury in training, which would see him out for approximately 8 days. It would also see him out of that first leg in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. So it was a bit of a blow, even though it's only for 8 days. We've got so many fixtures to fit in within those 8 days, and they're so important as well, as you just saw with the league table. It's still possible for us to come away with the Bundesliga. I know we're kind of pushing it now. We are getting towards the very end. Not many fixtures remaining. And I mean, it's still mathematically possible. Whether we can do it, I just don't know at the moment. We've just got to make sure that we keep winning. And this was a good place to start here against Mainz at home, but they've proven in the past to be a tricky opposition for Mönchengladbach in this career mode. But we got off to a good start here as Kruse picked up the loose ball with ease, and just look at how he finished that. It was a finesse shot as well. It's almost as if he stopped the ball in its tracks, took aim and fired it into the bottom left hand corner. A beautiful goal, a great way to get started and build that platform in this game against Mainz to maybe go on and get another goal or two. But Mainz, they kept pressing, and they came close there with that opportunity, the ball just going wide of the mark. I gotta admit, I did kind of find it hard against Mainz after I scored that first goal. I kind of wish I hadn't, if you know what I mean. Simply because it woke Mainz up. They realised that they need to try and do something here to get back in it. But it is what it is, I suppose, and we just had to have our wits about us, stay focused and just concentrate on the game and not to throw this lead away. But in the 27th minute, De Blasis, quality on the ball, just looking for an opportunity, looking for an opening, and he eventually found Jarrow there, and he slotted that one into the bottom left hand corner, getting that equaliser that they were so searching for and they really needed in this game. And it opened the game up big time, and in a way it kind of needed it because it was getting a bit stale. I mean, I wasn't having many opportunities on goal, and it just needed that extra punch to the game, if you will. Moments later, Mönchengladbach had a penalty awarded to them. Mainz went down to 10 men as a red card was dished out from the referee to Nico Bunja. I think that's how you pronounce his name. 37 minutes in, just before half time. You know, that's a poor time to get sent off, really, because you've got to change everything around. I couldn't really make out whether it was a penalty because unfortunately there was a player standing in the way of the camera angle there. But we took the penalty. Max Kruse stepped up and just powered that one home. Top right hand corner. Mönchengladbach were back in the lead, and come the second half, on came Valentin Stocker to replace, I think it was Traore now, as I was playing Stocker on the left, so it's just a simple switch there. Now going into the second half, as you know, Mainz were down to 10 men, so the opportunity was there for Mönchengladbach to get a real grasp of this game, and we did. It went 3-1 thanks to that finish from Max Kruse, who got his hat-trick. And it wouldn't stop there as he was looking for his fourth goal. As he took the ball into the box, 62 minutes gone, he was taken down because of shirt tugging. The referee came charging in and awarded us yet another penalty. I thought for a second maybe there was going to be another red card, but look at that, it's blatant. You shouldn't be doing it. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, why he was tugging on the shirt. But anyway, Max Kruse stepped up to take his second penalty of the game and converted it into a goal. He got his fourth goal of the game. We were in cruise control. It's certainly a change since the last time we played Mainz, because I think that ended as a draw. Maybe they won that game. I'll have to go back and have a look. But they did kind of get a consolation with 83 minutes gone. It went 4-2, and that would be the final score. No more opportunities on goal for Mönchengladbach, unfortunately, but a 4-2 win is tremendous, and it's certainly, again, it's a platform to build on going into these last couple of games of the season, and I was looking forward to another performance like that from Max Kruse going into that first leg of the quarterfinals against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Now, we received yet another setback, so Raphael is out in the right back position, so is Julian Korb now. He's going to be out for 3 weeks, and that meant for our next game. The second leg, I think I've been saying the first leg of the quarterfinals, haven't I? Because we've already played Atletico Madrid. This was the second leg, so I had to fall back on Zimmerman, who is inexperienced. He's still a youngster, he's still up and coming in this team. It's unbelievable. As you can see, Zimmerman started along with Rajkovic, Santana and Willems at the back, so we had to try and keep the ball away from that right area as much as possible, and I'm sure Atletico Madrid, their plan was to try and exploit it as much as possible. You can see that I had to use the right wing here, and that's normally where I play on FIFA. I normally play down the right side of the pitch, you know, closest to the camera. So it kind of had me penalised whilst playing this game against Atletico Madrid, and I knew they were really going to turn up to this game because we know that they have a quality side, and the game was still kind of there for the taking. The aggregate score was 2-1, but that was all put to bed as Sequeira made a huge mistake. He absolutely messed up his lines. He failed to clear the ball. It looked like he was going to hoof it upfield, but that low ball pass into the box from Traore actually worked, and Berahino was there to pounce on that mistake, hit on the outside of his right foot, nutmegged the keeper on the way in. Just a perfect goal. So 1-0, 3-1 on aggregate, but as always there was still time for Atletico Madrid to try and come up with something at least. I went with the finesse shot there from Janazovic, looking to make it 2-0 to really put the game to bed. That certainly would have been the final nail in the coffin for Atletico Madrid in this season's Champions League campaign. And look at this move from Atletico. Nice little flick on from Mandzukic, finding Mario Suarez, who went for a pop-on goal. It was on target, but Sommer denied him and kept the game at 1-0. 3-1 on aggregate still. Look at the pressing from Traore, doing his best to try and force a mistake from Atletico Madrid to win the ball, just like we did earlier in the game to get that first goal. But with just moments to go of the first half, it was a nice little dink over the top from Koke. I just love watching that over and over again, that cross from Koke. It just seems so simple. It just oozed quality. It was beautiful. And I think the ball bounced off the head of Rajkovic, actually, one of our own players, as the ball hit the post. It could have gone in, could have got the equaliser, could have made it 3-2 on aggregate. Thankfully, it didn't. And going in at half-time, we were in the lead and in control against Atletico Madrid. And a place in the semi-final of the Champions League was just 45 minutes away from Mönchengladbach. And to round off this beautiful move, would have been nice to have had a goal from Patrick Amann there, but he fired it straight at the keeper instead. Now look at this run from Mario Mandzukic, how he just manages to beat Rajkovic. I'm not sure what I was playing at, to be honest. It could have easily been 1-1 here, but Sommer stood his ground, kept that clean sheet in the second leg, keeping it at 1-0, 3-1 on aggregate. He was certainly putting in a man-of-the-match performance. It was a sight to see, but you can imagine that I was on the edge of my seat because Atletico Madrid, they were getting closer and closer with every chance that they get, and it was only really a matter of time until they did claw a goal back and really go for it then. And because they were all out attack, we hit them on the break. And look at this, they only had one defender back. It was Berahino, Max Kruse against their keeper, and it was inevitable with what was going to happen here. Yes, it was a sweaty goal, but Max Kruse made it 2-0, 4-1 on aggregate. Game, set, and match. Atletico Madrid are out of this season's Champions League. Mönchengladbach will be heading through to the semi-final. I can't believe how well we've been doing. I never really thought we would get to this stage in this season's Champions League because it was the first time of being in it for me in this career mode. I didn't know how he was going to get on, and we've done exceptionally well. Something the board can be very happy about. Dzeko here with the last chance, last gasp. Their last attack in this season's Champions League, and it was a failed header from Griezmann as the ball went sailing over the goal. Referee blew his whistle for the final time. Mönchengladbach are going through to the semis. Madrid are out. Who are we going to get in the semis? You guys are just going to have to stay tuned. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching.